Moving on to Port Orchard, and the project that presents itself there, we see a great opportunity to do a master plan community on the waterfront, and key to that, of course, is the Community Event Center. Community Event Center is something that will help engage the public, energize this project, and make it truly exceptional. But a master plan is basically being able to put a box around the downtown district of Port Orchard and be able to plan together with the city as to what goes on inside that box. The roads, the public infrastructure, community center, all those things that can happen, all the goals and objectives of the community and ourselves as a private partner we can put on the table. So why is 2019 so key in terms of the timing? Well, as you saw, is the front page of the Puget Sound Business Journal, The Land of Oz, and references to the Wizard of Oz aside, the Land of Oz, or Opportunity Zone Funds, is a new recent law passed in 2018 that provides a very powerful tax incentive for capital investment into communities like Bremerton and Port Orchard, which are identified as economically challenged areas. And so the recognition of those areas and the ability for investors to invest and realize significant tax savings by investing in areas that really truly need it is something that we can capitalize on in Port Orchard, and we're doing so with Marina Square. Marina Square is a $129 million project. That's pretty ambitious for downtown Bremerton, but we're going to fund that with a $60 million equity raise. It's out on the street now, and that equity raise is the first project-specific economic opportunity zone fund in the country. And I got to tell you, I was in Las Vegas recently at a national securities conference, and opportunity zone funds were a hot topic. Well, they were a hot topic, but I can tell you, when we brought them out, and when we first brought out the opportunity zone fund in March of last year, nobody had heard of it. And now everybody's talking about opportunity zone funds. Well, the opportunity zone fund, when it came, when we took it and developed it, got the first tax opinion by one of the leading tax councils in the country, and we took it to the securities conference in Las Vegas at the Area Hotel, and they had a breakout session on opportunity zone funds. Well, they had to break it out into the grand ballroom because there were so many people in attendance. And on the stage, we had a general partner for Baker & McKenzie, which is the largest law firm in the world. We had Jenner & Block, one of the largest tax counsel in the world, the general partner. We had Griffin Realty Capital, which is an $11 billion real estate fund. And we had Southwest Realty Capital from Bremerton, Washington. And we carried the ball through that. And it's thanks to a lot of people in this room too. The county commissioners, the mayors, Mayor Wheeler brought it to my attention originally. We shepherded, it was an approval process. We had to take it through from the local level through to the state to get it approved and then submit it to the Department of Commerce for final approval. But we got that and we hit the ground running. So why 2019? Because very importantly, in a nutshell, if somebody invests into an opportunity zone fund project, they can maximize their investment because they get a step up in basis in 2019 on capital invested that they otherwise won't get if they do it in 2020. So there's a big rush right now to find good projects, and our project in Bremerton, the project in Port Orchard, is going to be the center of attention for that. So why is an opportunity zone fund so powerful? Well, what it does is it frees up capital gains that have been locked, in the case of the stock market, or any asset. It allows the investor to sell, say, his stock in Amazon. If he invested in it for $100,000, it's worth $200,000 today. He could reinvest just that $100,000 gain and take the basis off the table into a real estate project in Bremerton, Washington. And he would defer he wouldn't have to pay his tax on the gain that he invested. Moreover, any growth or any gain on that investment provided he owns it for 10 years, is never taxed. So it's an incredibly powerful tool, and what it does is it really equalizes the playing field. So when you have a project in Seattle, somebody's looking at and they're thinking of, well, you know, why wouldn't I invest there instead of Bremerton? Well, because now they can look at a Bremerton project and they can say that, you know, I don't have to pay the tax, so you know, the rate of return is equalized. And so it makes a project that's a good project now a project that will have a national focus and attention, and it's a very powerful thing for us. So, you know, the project in Port Orchard, we're working very closely with a very significant corporation, resident in Port Orchard, Kitsap Bank, and we are trying to you know, work through the process of joint venturing for a master plan. That's a you know, that's early on, but the community center is, you know, at the focus of that, and it is key to the success of the project. 2019 is an important year in order to maximize and, you know, the capital benefits of an opportunity zone fund. And I think the project and the partners and the team, you know, with Steve's leadership that he's put together for us, I submit we will do a very good job. We will take in honor and cherish your trust if you choose to invest in us, and we will leverage that. We'll create a great project, and we'll be able to establish you know, something that's very special on the waterfront in Port Orchard, you know, for generations to come. So thank you very much for your time, and with that, I'll turn it back to Steve.